Hey, welcome to Meet You in Poppy's Kitchen. Are you on a gluten-free diet and you are so tired of paying so much for bread that's only so-so? We are too. So I am going to try a recipe today that's called the best homemade gluten-free bread. It looks easy, so let's try it and let's hope for the best. Okay, so this recipe does call for yeast, which might, if you're not much of a baker, you might look at that and go, but let's try it. Yeast is really easy and it's so delicious. It makes everything so delicious. So just watch me. I am not a professional baker. You'll see that as you follow along, and let's just try it together, okay? We'll make that commitment. Let's try it together. Okay, so what we're gonna do, it says we're gonna add 2.5 cups of gluten-free flour to a stand mixer. If you have a hand mixer, that's fine too. My husband got this for me several years ago. I had resisted. I'm like, no, I've got a hand mixer, I'm fine. This has been one of the best purchases of my life. Okay, so I'm adding 2.5 cups of gluten-free flour, a teaspoon of baking powder. Is that it? Okay, and the yeast. So it's 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast, which is just 1 packet. And this is the fast rising. There are 2 different kinds. And this is the fast rising yeast, so make sure that you get that. Okay, so I've got that together, and I'm just following along on my Pinterest recipe, which I will link to the bottom of this. Okay, so I've got that. Then it says you're going to add the wet ingredients, which are, maybe I should stir that up a little bit, make sure it's good and combined. Didn't really say, but we're going to go for that. Okay, and then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of olive oil. And 1 1/4 teaspoon apple cider vinegar. And then 1/4 cup of honey. We made some, go back and look at our videos. This one, I've forgotten what it was called, but we made the apple cinnamon pork chops, and that was like the main thing. But then we made, it was called like pillowy soft yeast rolls, and they had honey and yeast and gluten-free flour. They were so good. Phil ate those for days. He loved those. Okay, so I've added the olive oil, the honey, the apple cider vinegar, and warm water. So you're adding 1.5 cups of warm water. So when you're working with yeast, you want it warm so that the yeast will rise. Not hot, just warm. Okay, and then I'm going to mix that for a minute, and so you don't have to sit and listen to this. I'm going to do that, and then I'll be right back. I've mixed that on low for a minute, and then we're adding 3 egg whites and 1 1/8 teaspoon of salt, and then we're going to mix it on medium for, what did it say? For another minute until the mixture resembles a thick cake batter. Okay, so about to do that. Be right back, show you what it looks like. That's mixed for a minute on medium, and it does look like a thick cake batter. Looks really good. And so then you're going to take a loaf pan and spray it. Isn't this cute? So Poppy's grandmother passed away several years ago, and so we got to choose some of the things from her house that we wanted, and I thought this was so cute, and I love it. So I think of her every time I use that. Okay, so we put that in here, and then it says we are going to cover it with plastic wrap that has been sprayed with cooking spray so that it doesn't stick when it rises. And then we're going to cover the plastic wrap with a little kitchen towel and you put it in a warm place to rise for 30 minutes. Normally what I do for that is I preheat my oven to 200 degrees, then I turn it off, and then I put the whatever's rising in the oven. But I've got something in the oven, so I can't do that. So I'm just gonna keep it on top of the oven because that's a pretty warm spot. I'm gonna let that rise for 30 minutes and then we'll come back and see how this looks. It has been 30 minutes. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, it's risen. So we'll take all of this off. We'll put it in a 350 degree oven for 35 minutes. And then it says you'll do the little toothpick test. It says it should get golden brown, and then you'll do the toothpick test where you stick a toothpick in it and it should come out clean. And then we're going to take it out. You let it sit and cool off for 10 minutes, if I can wait that long. And then we'll slice it and taste it. Wow, this looks so good. It has risen, it's golden brown, looks delicious. Let's do the toothpick test. So we'll stick a toothpick in the middle of it, bring it out, it's clean. So that means it's done. Now we're gonna let it sit for 10 minutes. It's the hardest part for me to wait. And then we're gonna slice it and taste it. I can't wait. Okay, so I've let it cool, and now we are going to get it out of the pan, and we are going to slice it and taste it, and I will give you my honest opinion about how I was going to do that. Came right out, which is perfect. Okay, smells really good. Slice it. Ooh, it's good and warm. Okay. It's delicious. I keep doing these recipes for Poppy, and I keep thinking, I might have to hide this from Poppy. These are so good. That's delicious. Like, I will make that all the time for his, because you go and you get that, you know, the gluten-free sandwich bread, and it's okay. It's not bad, but it's not delicious. This is delicious. And look, did you see how easy it was? I mean, don't let the yeast thing scare you. It can be easy, and this one was very easy. I will probably do a loaf of this like every week and just let him make sandwiches and things out of it. You don't have to sacrifice too much when you're on a gluten-free diet, because that's really good. All right, thanks for joining us. We will be making more.